Seriously, with the voice of change. You may remember today's guest, Dr. Lauren Tucker, first joined us back in March. So many of you enjoyed our conversation about employee activism then. So we brought her back this morning to tackle another topic not always easy to talk about. What's next for policing here in America? Dr. Tucker is the founder and CEO of Do What Matters. Good morning, Doctor. Good to have you back with us.
Great to be here.
So just remind our viewers, you run an inclusion management firm. Explain what inclusion management exactly is.
Yeah, we're here to help businesses enrich their portfolios by elevating the relevant differences in their employee talent portfolio to really help them connect better with a multicultural and increasingly global marketplace.
All right, thanks for that refresher. So with that, a question many have asked since May 25th when George Floyd died: how do we prevent another Derek Chauvin situation? And you say inclusion management can play a role in that. How so?
Absolutely. Well, the first thing we need to do is reinvent and reimagine the operations of public safety. That's what we do with our clients. We focus on the operations rather than just individual consciousness raising. And what we really need to do is reinvent and reimagine public safety. And that starts with figuring out, what do we all want to have happen? We are a solutions focused organization. We don't live in the problem. You know, there's that saying about that says a problem well defined is a problem half solved. Quite frankly, we think that's BS. We're like, figure out where you want to go. You don't use a GPS to find out how you got lost. You use a GPS to figure out where you want to go. And you need to first figure out what does the destination look like. And so with our clients, we first start the process with saying, what does the desired future look like? Let's be very specific about what would happen if a miracle happened overnight. What would public safety look like? What do we want to have happen? Then what we can do is reallocate our resources, both human and funding, to make that happen. And it's a more strategic approach than what we've been using, which is very problem focused. And that concerns me as a citizen, but also as an inclusion management consultant.
Okay, so thinking of reinvention and reimagining, what does the future of public safety look like for Chicago? Is police reform a part of that?
Yes, I think we've all talked about this so many times. We've looked at tragic situations around mental health. So we know we need to invest in more social workers. We need to invest in more mental health professionals, mental health support. I think we need to figure out a little bit more about how we can control weapons into the city. We've talked about reducing gang activity. How do we go into those neighborhoods and provide more support so that these folks have other alternatives? And then when it comes to the police themselves, this is really not about getting rid of the police. I know we talk about defunding the police, and quite frankly, we need to reallocate dollars for a different kind of training. We focus so much on militaristic training, but that's not the kind of training we need for a more modern and humane police force and public safety organization. So we need to start talking to the unions and police academies about a different kind of training that really sees the human in all of us, regardless of what kinds of activities are happening out there, because we are losing people because police officers aren't trained appropriately to deal with the human.
We got about a minute left. I want to ask you, you pointed out something that's called accountability on the go. What does that mean, and how do we eliminate the practice?
Yes, I think one of the things that we've done is we've allowed too many kind of individual decisions on the go. And what we do in terms of recommending to our clients is we take a team-based approach, and we make sure that all employees on that team are empowered to check the actions of other folks on the team. And so there's just a little too much. When I see police officers running solo down alleyways, I think the other issue with Derek Chauvin is that there was not enough empowerment of the entire public safety team to take action when everyone knew that he had gone over the line too far. And so we need to figure out a way to empower the teams, whether it's the dispatchers, the other police officers on the scene, the emergency techs on the scene. We need to empower an entire public safety team to check the actions of individuals who go awry.
Dr. Lauren Tucker, the founder and CEO of Do What Matters. Always a pleasure talking with you. I learn something new every time we have a conversation. And again, I would love to have you come back. Thanks again. Have a great week.
I love it. Thank you so much.
All right.